From the Newsroom at news.com.au.
Hey, I'm Lexi Cartwright.
And I'm Andrew Bucklow.
And this is the latest from the Newsroom. It's Friday the 7th of May.
Health authorities in New South Wales are still scrambling to figure out how a man in his 50s caught COVID. Genomic sequencing has linked his infection to a return traveller from the US who was staying in hotel quarantine in Darling Harbour. But how it spread from that traveller to the man from Sydney's eastern suburbs remains a mystery. Yesterday, it was revealed the man's wife had also tested positive. Meanwhile, South Australia has closed its border to anyone from New South Wales who has visited one of the exposure sites.
40 Australian cricket players, coaches, staff and commentators have landed in the Maldives after chartering a flight out of India. The flight was paid for by the Indian Cricket Board. Michael Hussey, who has tested positive for COVID, remains in India, where he's said to be experiencing mild symptoms.
And the federal government is set to lift the India travel ban on May 15. Repatriation flights will resume with all Australians returning from India to quarantine at the Howard Springs facility in Darwin. Passengers will need to have 2 negative tests before they can fly.
To Melbourne, and police have arrested a truck driver after he allegedly ploughed into 5 people in Southbank and then fled the scene. 2 of the victims are in critical conditions. The 64-year-old driver was arrested after another driver who witnessed the crash followed the truck and called police.
To sport, and in the NRL, the Melbourne Storm have put on a masterclass against an understrength South Sydney last night, winning 50-0. That is a belting. Storm winger Josh Adokar became the first player in 71 years to score 6 tries in a game.
Alrighty, to entertainment, and Ellen DeGeneres has moved in with former Friends star Courtney Cox. The comedian explained the living arrangement on her talk show.
So I should explain, I'm not having marital troubles. I'm not out of my house because I'm not living with Courtney Cox because I'm kicked out of my house. So we sold our house here in Beverly Hills and I needed a place to stay, and you were kind enough to say, yes, stay at my house.
There you go, another Friends-related story. A TikTok user who went viral after posting footage from a private FaceTime call she had with Matthew Perry has explained why she did it. Now, the two met on celebrity dating app Raya last year when the woman was just 19 years old. They then chatted on FaceTime. The TikToker said she's been called mean for posting the footage, but added a lot of guys in Hollywood are talking to young girls and it's something she thinks people should be aware of.
That's it from the Newsroom. We'll be back in the Arvo.
Your update from news.com.au.